Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier, and today in this particular video I am going to discuss how we can build big data pipeline using some AWS services like S3, then AWS Glue, and then AWS Lambda for triggering purpose we are going to use. Okay, so suppose the use case is like this. In one particular S3 bucket some JSON files are coming and we need to flatten those JSONs and write in terms of CSV file in some other S3 location. That is the problem statement we have to solve. So what we can do, so we can create one AWS Lambda job which will basically trigger one Glue job when in the source S3 bucket one particular JSON file will be landed, and then the AWS Glue job will do the flattening of that JSON and it will write that in some other S3 bucket. Okay, like that we are going to build the pipeline. So how the AWS Glue job will look like, I have already written the code. I'll be discussing that. Before that, let me just make certain setups. So first I need to go to S3, and here in S3 I will be creating two buckets. Okay, so basically here let me go to create bucket, and then here bucket name let me give source demo JSON. Okay, I am just simply copying this. I will just make one notepad file. So this step one, what we are going to do, that is creating source S3 simple storage service. 3S comes, that's why it is called S3. Okay, it is like kind of HDFS. So creating source S3 bucket. So here actually our JSON will come and it will be triggered. Okay, by it will be triggering our AWS Lambda, which will trigger the Glue job. Okay, so block all public access. Okay, fine. Bucket versioning disable. If you want, you can enable that. Suppose if you are enabling that, then with the same name multiple files with different version names you can put. If you keep disable, it will be only having one single version, the latest version of that file. Right? That's basic concept. I hope you know already. These things let us keep as it is. So this is our source bucket. So I am just clicking on create bucket. Okay, so it will create the bucket, and the location what we are choosing is AWS Oregon. Okay, that is this particular region, US West Oregon. Okay, right. So here actually let me just check whether S3 bucket is created or not. So source demo JSON, it is created, right? And bucket and objects are not public as we have not made that public. Okay, so our source bucket is created. Now we have to create destination bucket. So this is the step 2. Okay, so I'll be copying this and I'll be pasting here, and it will be creating destination S3 bucket. Okay, just I will rename this destination. Okay, destination demo. So Control C, I'll give this name. Okay, and then again we are going to create this at US West Oregon region, and then we will click on create bucket. Okay, right? So our source and destination buckets are created, right? If you just type destination, see destination demo JSON. Okay, that is whatever we have given the name here, that bucket is created. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to create one AWS Lambda, and that will basically we will make it triggering based on our source bucket. Okay, that is whenever any new JSON file will be loaded in this source, then the Lambda should trigger the Glue job. Okay, so for that we need to make sure that Lambda has access on S3, then Glue, etc. Right? So here I will click on AWS. I will open this link in a new tab, and I will be creating one new IAM role. Okay, I will go to IAM, Identity and Access Management. So we will specify that give the role that so that the AWS Lambda can access the S3 as well as our Glue. Okay, right? So I am just creating a role. So let me give this step 3. Create role for AWS Lambda. Okay, here you can just simply do Ctrl F. If you search Lambda, here you will be getting Lambda. I am choosing that. Next, I want to give the permission. So what are the permission we can give? One is CloudWatch is obviously required, right? So to see the logs and whether triggered happened properly or not, all these things. So CloudWatch full access something we have to give. CloudWatch full access. Apart from that is 3. So we need to provide AWS S3 full access. See here, AWS S3 full access is present. So I will check this and then Glue. AWS Glue console full access. Okay. So we are basically giving this so that what will happen, that whenever our new file will be landed in the source S3 location, the Lambda will trigger this glue job. Okay, and then I can go to next tag. Okay, I don't want to add any tabs, and these are the policies. Role name JSON demo Lambda glue. Okay, like this I am writing. I'll just copying this and then I will paste this here. So this is the step number 3. We will create this one. Okay, right? So our role is created. Now what is the next step? We need to make one Lambda function. Okay, so here I will go and then here I will search for AWS Lambda. Maybe here in the recently used itself I am getting that. Okay, and then here I am going to create function, and here maybe I can give the name as JSON flattener. Okay, so this is the next step. Okay, right. So we are going to write our code in Python. So we are choosing Python 3.9. Permission, here use an existing role. Okay, and role name we have to specify. So what is the AWS role we created? That is this one. Okay, that is JSON demo Lambda, which is having permission to CloudWatch for logs, S3 for triggering purpose we require that, and apart from that one more is required, that is glue job triggering. So we have given glue console access also. So we'll just click on this and try to search with this, and we are getting it there, and our existing role we define. If we go to advanced setting, no need to do anything, and we can just click on create function. Okay, now here our JSON flattener function is created. Now we need to click on add trigger. So we need to make trigger from where? We need to make trigger from S3 source. Okay, so where our actually JSON data will be landed, that is this one, source demo JSON. Okay, so we'll choose the bucket name, and here is this one. Okay, event type all object create event I am currently keeping, but anyway we can just once I basically when only data file will be landed, then only you want to trigger. If you want, you can be more specific like put or something, but I am keeping it generalized that all object create event. I am not specifying any prefix or suffix. Okay, and recursive invocation obviously should not happen. That is S3 will basically trigger the Lambda, and we should not write something in the same S3 location. And if we write, then again the Lambda will be triggered, and again it will write in the same S3 location, again Lambda will be triggered, like that it will go, right? So we should not make this kind of looping. So for that, AWS is ensuring that we are not doing that. So we are getting this message and we have to check this, and then I have to click on add. Okay, so here our S3 trigger is added. You can see that one line is going. Now all we need to do, we need to go to code, and here some piece of code is written. What we will do, we will use this particular Lambda code. Okay, so there is actually no direct way to run a glue job from Lambda as a trigger. Lambda cannot trigger the glue job, but for that we can use boto3, which we also use for many S3 projects earlier, right? So what is that? We are importing JSON, which is a common part in AWS Lambda function, and import boto3. This is the extra package what we are importing, and def lambda handler, which is our Lambda function, event and context, which is common input parameter. And then what we are doing, that all we are doing that due to what file insertion in the source S3 bucket the Lambda got triggered, that we need to know. So for that we are extracting the file name and bucket name. This is the way I have already discussed that how to extract the file name and bucket name in my earlier big data project discussion, right? So here I am printing. So for debugging purpose you can print. There is nothing else, no special requirement. If you want you can delete these two. And then we are creating a client for our glue job. So if you want to create client for glue job, all you need to do boto3.client glue. That's it, nothing else. Okay. And this semicolon is optional. Python don't require semicolon, but for Java, if you are Java developer, then I hope you are habituated to give semicolon. So if in Python, it is totally optional. And then we are giving a start job run. So this is the function to run a glue job. Okay, so glue, this is a client name we are giving, then dot start job run is the function. Then we need to specify the job name. Exact syntax, uppercase, lowercase, make a note. Job, J capital, N, name, N capital. And we need to specify the glue job name here. Whatever glue job name we are going to create. Suppose the glue job name, glue job what we are going to create is JSON flattener pipeline. Okay, like this I am giving. Okay, so we need to create the glue job with this name only. And then we are giving the arguments. So how to specify arguments when you are triggering any glue job from Lambda? That is very simple. All you need to do, you need to write arguments equal to kind of dictionary you have to pass. So value 1 will be first argument, val 2 will be second argument. But don't forget to specify hyphen before specifying any argument. Okay. Then kind of dictionary, this is the key, and value will be whatever argument we want to pass. Like for example, in this particular use case, we are passing the file name and bucket name. Okay. To that glue job. So we will be reading that file in that glue job using these two arguments, and then we'll flatten that JSON file. We'll store that in CSV file in our destination bucket. That's it. And we are printing Lambda invoke. Okay. So Lambda got invoked. That's it. All we need to do, once this is done, we need to deploy this. Okay. It is deployed. Now we need to create this one glue job with this name only. So what we'll do, I will go to this AWS management console. Let me go click on here, and then here I will go to Glue. Okay, I can search here also. AWS Glue. Here we are getting, and Glue job, as you know, very powerful managed system by AWS. Okay, there is another very powerful ETL component, that is EMR, but EMR is not fully managed, and that provides a lot of functionalities. But this glue job is fully managed, and there is certain restriction. You cannot do very high or heavy computation with ETL job here. Anyway, for this case, it is not a very big thing. Just for POC kind of purpose, I am showing. I need to click on jobs, and then here I need to click on add job. The name of the job, as I told you, we need to give this one. Whatever in Lambda function you are specifying, the same glue job should be here. Okay. Then IAM role. So what we need to do, we need to basically give one IAM role to this glue job. What IAM role it requires? See, one is CloudWatch for storing the logs, and another one is after flattening the JSON, the glue job will write the data in S3 location, right? So S3 full access is also required. So let us go to this particular place, and so Lambda function JSON flattener is created. So what is the next step? Creating role for glue job. Okay. Now I will go to the IAM. I will go to create role. I will create one more role for our glue. So here we are getting glue. Next, permissions. Here we need to give what permissions? One is obviously CloudWatch. Okay. CloudWatch full access. Apart from that, after flattening, we need to write to S3, right? So AWS S3 full access. These two is sufficient. Okay. Then we no need to specify any key or something. Role name. Like this we are writing. Okay. Then here we can click on create role. Okay. And role will be created for us. Now all we need to do, we need to go here and we can refresh this one, and then here we can search this IAM role. Okay. Maybe we can search here. Glue role JSON. This is the one what we created, right? See, glue role JSON. So this it is created. So we are going to create Spark job. So Spark this version is sufficient for me. Okay. Now this job will run. So we will provide the script. So a new script will be authored by you. Script file name JSON flattener pipeline, as we have given in our AWS Lambda also, and more or less that's it. You can click on next. Do we want to add any connection? But we don't want, so we can just save job and edit script. Okay. Now here I will just take this particular glue job which I have already created, which is nothing but a simple Spark job. If you have experience in working in big data domain, this is very simple to you. All the new trick I am discussing, that is how to take the arguments. Whatever arguments we have passed by AWS Lambda, that we understood how to pass. That is basically like key value pair in dictionary, val1, val2, val3, val4, so on, we can specify with hyphen, and then like this with this colon separator we can specify like dictionary. But how we can read those? So for that, if you see that this is the main function which will be called when our this glue job will be triggered, and this is the def main. Here our main function we have written, and this is the part. Okay. So this exactly you have to copy paste in your code if you are taking something from AWS Lambda as argument. sys.argv, and then whatever arguments you want to read, like val1 and val2. This is the key name what we are passing from Lambda, right? If you see that val1 and val2 we are passing, so we need to specify those two, and for that obviously we need to import this sys. So that's why we are doing import sys from AWS Glue.transform import star, and from AWS Glue.utils import getResolvedOptions. So basically this is basically used to get the command line arguments whatever, or arguments whatever we are specifying from AWS Lambda. And then we are doing some more imports like SparkContext, GlueContext, SparkSession. We are creating SparkSession here using small Spark. Okay, right? Okay. Now what we are doing? Now once we are reading the arguments, now you can extract the arguments in a variable, like how we extract the elements from dictionary. Like args of val1 is the key, and what we have passed via val1, if you see that val1 we are passing the file name, whatever was landed in our source S3 location, that one we are passing, right, as a first argument. So we are storing that same in the file name. Okay. Then similarly bucket name args of val2. So what is val2? If you see here in val2 we are passing the bucket name where actually our that data got landed, that JSON file got landed. So we are taking in second parameter. So we are just taking the bucket name here. Now the complete input file path, as you know, that is S3A : // this is the S3 file format. In S3 file format, if we want to extract something, this is how. Then : // then bucket name, and then file name we are writing. Then we are printing input file path. So this print statement again only for debugging purpose, nothing else. Then we are reading the JSON file with multi-line true. Okay, this is how we can read multi-line nested JSON, and infer schema false. Currently we are not inferring this schema, and then we are calling the flatten df function. So this flatten df function is basically responsible for flattening the JSON and convert into a tabular format, and then we are writing in a CSV file in our another destination S3 location. So what is our destination S3 location? That is nothing but this one. So I will copy this particular location and here I will paste. So in this particular bucket we have to place the CSV file, and the file name we want to give in the destination side file name we want to give same as our source file name. So file name dot split, first part we are taking, because suppose the file which is landed, that is a.json, that time this particular file name will store a.json, right? Suppose we want to give the name a only, so I am splitting based on dot and then I am extracting the first element. That's it. Okay, right? So this is what more or less, if we want to do something else, you can write here. So here what we are doing, the flatten df is the main function. So the idea is basically there should, if there is some array type or structure type, that means their JSON is not flattened, and if in our whole data frame there is no such column where there is no array type, no struct type, then that means there is a flattened data now. Okay, so what we are doing, I am keep on doing flattening until and unless there is no array type or struct type remaining. Okay, and how to flatten the array? That is nothing but explode function. How to flatten the structure? That is nothing but using dot operator. We can column name, then dot field name we can specify, and then we can extract the structure. So regarding this particular code in detail, sometime we can discuss in some other video. I am not going to that much detail. You can explore more. Okay, right? So my solo intention is showing you how you can build this pipeline so that you can put any ETL in this glue level and you can work with that. Okay, so this is what we are doing currently, and then I will just simply save this. Okay, so I saved my glue job, and now all we need to do here, this is destination demo JSON is our destination folder, and our source is present in source demo JSON. Here actually our JSON file will be landed, and ideally we should get some flattened data in destination demo JSON. Okay, right? So Lambda should also be getting invoked. So I will go back to our, once it is saved, I will go back to here. No, not here. Let me save this. I will go to Glue. I will go to jobs, because it is ETL job, and then this is our JSON flattener pipeline. This is the job which it should run. Okay, so we'll check that. First let us land some JSON file here. So let me show you that JSON file also. So this is our JSON file, how it looks like. So if you see that this is the JSON file, first name John, last name Doe, age, then here some structure is present, that is inside a key the value part is an object, then here inside this particular key the value part is array. So kind of this string is available, and array type, structure type, almost all things are present, not a simple JSON. So we'll flatten this out. We will just click on add file, and here I will click on A, and a.json we want to insert in our this source demo JSON. I will click on upload. Okay, and here it is uploaded. So this Lambda should be getting triggered. So let us go to Lambda. Maybe you can go to monitor, view logs in CloudWatch you can keep. That's why I just gave the CloudWatch full permission also in our AWS Lambda, so that we can understand that the Lambda got invoked properly or not. What is the state where it got error, either in triggered part or somewhere else. So see that 12:15. Currently it is 12:16 PM. At 12:15 PM it got triggered. So this is the one. And if you just click on this, here, see no error we are getting, which is very good for us. So let us go to AWS Glue and see whether Glue got triggered or not. See, Glue job is in running state. You can just keep on doing refresh to check the state. Okay. So this is the beauty of applying different AWS services and making a complete pipeline. So our S3 data is getting landed. We are triggering AWS Lambda using that. That Lambda is triggering Glue job where we are performing certain ETL. Here we are doing just flattening of JSON into CSV. It is not necessary that your use case is also same. You can do anything, filtering, joining, or maybe some other business requirement you can fulfill using your ETL job. Okay, so all you need to do, you need to make sure you are writing proper glue code. Okay, so test it in other environment properly, and you must need to understand how you can pass arguments from Lambda to Glue. That is nothing but this is the line of code. I'll be providing all the codes in the description box and in the comment section. No need to worry about the single line of code. So basically, if you see that sys.argv, this is the function which you need to import first, then sys.argv. So for that sys also required, and then whatever parameters we are passing via AWS Lambda, that we are mentioning inside array, and then these are nothing but keys. So that using that keys, we are extracting the value part, and from there we are reading the S3 file which got landed and triggered our Lambda function, right? Read.option multi-line. That's how we read the JSON, and then we are applying our flatten function, which is basically flattening. Hope yes. See, by this time our job got succeeded. So let us go to our destination. So our destination is now empty. Maybe we can refresh this. We should get 5. See, A came. So as I told you that whatever our source file, same name we are going to give in destination. That's why A came, and then maybe we can click on this. If you see, this is a CSV file, and we can click on download. Okay. So one more thing I want to show you. When we are writing write format CSV, we are mentioning that's why it is writing in CSV format. Along with that, I am keeping queries is 1, so that there will be no partition of the file. We want to get a complete intact single file. That's why I have given queries is 1. If you want, you can keep the default partition and you can write also. Okay. So our data got downloaded. This is the CSV file. Let us check whether it got flattened out properly or not. So if you see here, yep. So this is what we are getting. Now you can compare with our data also. Maybe let me try to bring this data here. See, address city. Okay, Los Angeles, because for this particular one, address is city is Los Angeles only. Address code is also common 90010 because one single address code is present. Address state is also common. Address street address is also common. Okay, but if you see this phone number, which is array, now it is due to this actually this data got splitted. Phone number home and phone number fax. If you see that for this phone number type is home and phone number type is fax. That's why here phone number type a new column is getting created, and there actually we are extracting those records. Okay, and phone number here, whatever number is there, that we are writing. Right. So this is the concept. Nothing new. Like flattening part is normal, what we do in other Spark programs also, which is a very common function to flatten JSON to CSV. I'll be providing the code also, you can explore. The main point is how the pipeline works. That is how the S3 source S3 is triggering Lambda, how the Lambda is triggering Glue. Okay, all these things you need to know. Okay, so I hope you got an idea. For more understanding purpose, you can refer this particular AWS documentation, that is calling AWS Glue API in Python. So they have also created one Lambda function, and you can see that here, as I told you, when you are passing Lambda function, in the Lambda function you are passing arguments, that time don't forget to give hyphen, then specify the key name. Okay, they are doing the same. They are passing basically 4 parameters. Okay, and similarly in GlueJob, if you see that they are extracting those 4. See, this is our AWS Glue using getResolvedOption. They are extracting those arguments, like how we do, right? You can explore more from this. So I hope you have enjoyed this particular pipeline. This is all for this video. If you find this video interesting, and if this video helps you in big data with cloud computing domain, then please like, share and comment. Subscribe our channel if you haven't subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Thank you.